Good day. This is a Wise Owl 2 coming at you from the city where I live. Well, January 2nd is today. 2020, today. January 2nd. So yesterday was, New Year's Eve. Or New Year's Day. New Year's Day. Oh, so now 2019 is a memory. Then again, as you get older and advance with age, that's the things become memory, right? Speak about memories. The house you see me right now in is my house. I've been living in this house for many years, decades. From decades ago, many years. When I first moved into this house, I went to the basement. I found objects left over by the previous owner of the house. Some neat things too. Among the objects I found were pictures and photographs. And they were very old. They were from the 1930s? Maybe early 40s? I don't know. But you could tell it was black and white, and the people in there were from those old movies. Times. I was a young teenager when I first moved into this house. The family house now. And I looked at the picture and I saw the previous owner, who was a businessman, I heard, to reputation. I saw a picture of him, if that's him or not, I think it was him, standing by an airplane, a small little plane, wearing pilot's, what do you call it, hats, whatever, from the old days. And next to him was a woman with blonde hair. And I say, oh, to myself, oh, this is how they look, who owned the house. This is who they were, the previous owners. This guy probably lived a nice life, flying an airplane, having his own business. He was adventurous. I didn't know that about the guy until I saw the pictures. Then I saw another picture of another woman with dark hair, posing for something. I don't know what it was. She was sitting down, and someone took a picture of her, leisurely, casually. So now we know the people that at least lived in the house, or who came to the house to take pictures. If the pictures were taken of the lady in our house, you never know where. The picture could have been from somewhere else, and it was born to the house. It told a story of the people in the picture. They did exist. They were alive. They existed. And one of them possibly drove a plane, or piloted the plane. I was amazed. I was a young man. I wanted to fly a plane. I couldn't fly a plane. I don't know how to fly a plane. I'm not a pilot like he is. But he told a story. Memories, right? Memories. I found lots of neat objects. And I thought about how they used I found a movie projector from the old days. I found all kinds of things. Buttons. Posters. And I thought how cool it was those days. The memories left behind. If it wasn't for those objects being there, I would just be another person moving into a house. You know what I'm saying? But I found an adventure because I was young. Look at those objects. I can imagine how life was for those people. They were alive. They were doing things. You know, when you're young, that's how you think. So I put the picture away. After a little while, about a few weeks or a couple of months passed by, I forgot all about the picture. I ran into the pictures again, and I went to the cellar to do something else. I said, well, it's about time I throw these pictures away. And I did. I threw them away. I tore them up and threw them away. Then I realized, is life this endless, this empty? We live, we do all kind of fun things, and then we just pass away and die and are forgotten? Is that what life's all about? We live, we have fun, we do things, whether good things or bad things depend on us, and we die. What do these people in the photographs that I just threw away have to look forward to but death? Then I realized there's got to be more than that. So I went back upstairs. I was in the cellar, in the basement. A week went by. And I went to my dining room, this same one here, but it was not like this. It was not as decorative as now. We just moved in. And I saw on the wall a picture of myself, taken not too long ago, during those days, when I first moved to the house, that we hung up on the dining room wall. And I said to myself, I'm just hanging on the wall, doing nothing. When I pass away or move away, and somebody else moves into the house, this house, they're going to throw me away and put their pictures up there. It's empty. It's nothing. It's no good. I got nothing to show for it. Is life that empty? Is life that ugly? Then I said to myself, then I looked at my picture. And then guess what happened? As I looked at my picture, I realized, hey, this picture, by the way, was me when I was going to school for modeling and for acting and doing commercials. And I was, you go to modeling school, the teacher how to do commercials. And I remember my teacher who was teaching me about commercials and about modeling and everything. Then I noticed that as I looked at my picture, I started to remember stories about how I posed for that picture, what I was doing during that time in the picture. I was going bowling, to the movies. I was traveling. I was going to outings with my family in the cars. As I looked at my picture. So I went from having the bad memories of termination, like we die and that's it, to good fun memories of the good old days and everything that happened just by looking at the picture. Then I realized to myself, the people in the basement, the picture of the people who just live in this house, the pilot, the young woman posing, were telling a story. Their life was not just for them to see, for them to experience, but for people like us, when we see their photographs of their adventures, that of themselves, we say, these people did live. These people did have a life. I know who they are, and that they were here. Imagine if the pictures were not there. Imagine if the guy in the picture did not stand by an airplane, which I thought was a cool thing. Imagine if it didn't leave anything behind, evidence of their past. As I looked at my picture on the wall, my picture on the dining room wall, I said, I'm much more than a picture hanging on the wall. If I were to pass away now and somebody were to move into this house and saw my picture on the wall, they'd throw it away. Not knowing what I knew. But then again, If they saw the picture, they'll probably say the same thing I say when I saw the pictures in the basement. This guy existed. This guy existed. This guy had a life. Now we know who lived here before us. They'd be saying the same thing. Every time I see a picture of myself, I think now of stories behind the picture. Good ones and bad ones. Did you ever do that before? You take a picture of yourself and hang it on the wall, or go to a photo album, or go to a computer album, and see pictures of your journeys, your adventures, or a picture of you just smiling, and you knew it was a story behind it. How about if you just have a picture of you smiling, but behind that picture, on the wall, you remember, oh, I was smiling, but I was really in a bad mood. I had a stomach ache, or I didn't go to school, or I remember I passed my test, or I remember that's the time, that's the picture during the time I went through my prom with this man or this woman. Oh, my father's alive. He took us, during this time, this picture, my father, when he was alive, he took us outings and did stuff like that. Did you ever see a picture on the wall of yourself? It's not just a picture on the wall. Trust me. You start to remember those days, those moments. Did you ever have a friend that you liked a whole lot, and as you got older, he passed away or she passed away? And then you look at a picture on the wall of the friend that you used to have, and memories come back. The smile, the way they talk, the way they walk, how you met each other, how you became friends. We're just not pictures on the wall anymore. We're memories. We're evidence that were left behind. Now, I want to be a good memory and a bad memory. I don't want to be known as a criminal. I don't want to have a picture on the wall on the post office, wanted by the FBI. I don't want to have a picture on the wall of the black sheep of the family that was the bad apple. I want to have good stories told about me. I'll have good things told about me. Like the picture of the pilot by the airplane. You remember the picture in the basement from the previous occupants? I want people to see who I am, what I am, that I existed, that I lived. Here's what you do. If you understand where I'm coming from, just go to your wall and take a picture. Go to your wall, look for one of your pictures, or a picture of somebody you know, and look at it. And recall the day you took that picture, or the year. Excuse me. And you'll be telling a story. You'll be memorizing memories. So, I asked myself, when I saw my dining room picture many years ago, am I just a memory that was here and gone? Was my life empty? Am I just a picture on the wall? A picture on the wall that when somebody comes into a new occupant, comes over and take over this house when I'm gone, or when I move away to another house, or if I pass away, or whatever. Or they could just look at my picture on the wall and just throw it out. Well, at least they know that I existed. That I used to. If someone wants to know who used to live in this house, they know it was me. How I looked. I hope they tell me that I was good looking and not ugly. You want a good report, right? Imagine somebody look at you and put you in the wall and say, "This guy was ugly." Or you want to have somebody tell you when you look at the picture, "Oh, the guy was interesting. He looked good. He looked gracious." Huh? I like his mustache. I like his suit or clothes. I would have those kind of feedbacks. No, but what happens if somebody looks at you and says, "Oh, this is the way the guy looked. He looked like a wimp." That happens too, doesn't it? Let's give you the picture. This guy's terrible. That happens too, right? So make life interesting. Make life adventurous. If you want to hold the memory of those times, take a picture, hang it on the wall, put it on your computer, and your computer or your telephone phone album for you to see every time you want to have memories, good or bad. Some memories are bad, but we take a picture of them to record them in the future. Just like somebody breaks their leg and take a picture of the cast. I see lots of people take a picture of the cast when they break their leg, and how people sign their name. Some bad memories end up being good memories in the future, right? You break your leg when you're young. Oh, my leg is broken. Life is no good. Life sucks. Life is no good. But in the future, you say, oh, look at this picture of my cast. I remember I broke my leg during that time. Yeah, it was years ago. Yeah, if you look at all those signatures of the people I used to know. Some are gone away, moved away, and some died, and some are still alive. I remember that day. It was raining. It was sunny. It was snowing. It was Christmas. It was Easter. Whatever. It happens. Here's a picture of me with a bandage on my head. It took me a long time to heal. I was riding my bike, and there was a crack on the ground, and I flipped over and banged my head. Went to the hospital. Boy, I remember life sucks for a little while. I couldn't do anything. That was a long time ago. But you remember those days. Right? Memories, right? They can be good, they can be bad, they can be eh. So, here's the question. Are we just a picture on the wall? Are we? Or are there stories to be told when we look at the picture of the wall? So, excuse me to smoke. So, it's up to us, right? It's up to us to know. Only we can tell we're just pictures on the wall. Are we going to take a picture of us or a video of us and recall it in the future, how wonderful life was, or the tragedy that took place, but we overcame it? Some people take pictures of tragedy, of the family's tragedy, and then in the future they say, we came a long way. We came from a tragedy, from a bad tragedy to a nice life. We did it. We did good. It's like when you're young, a child, and you play games and have fun, and you take a picture of yourself. 2 times. One when you're having fun as a little kid, and one when you're in high school, graduating from high school, with your graduation gown on, or maybe in the future when you graduate from college. Maybe you take a picture of your college degree. One picture in the wall is you having fun as a little kid or a baby, and the next one is you graduating from college or getting a college degree. And next to that picture, is the college degree itself or a certificate. Maybe you went to a vocational school. Pictures say a lot of things. It holds memory. So maybe it's not just a picture on the wall, but a story. And maybe that's why we celebrate New Year's. New beginnings. Make new resolutions. Yeah, that's got to be it. For all the acquaintance to be forgot. Auld Lang Syne. Well, that's what the song is trying to tell us. When we see a picture of our old friends, those forgotten, those who died in the war, or maybe sad stories too, or a son who died in the war as a soldier. So some stories are tragic, a tragedy, but they tell stories. So next time we see a picture on the wall, maybe of ourselves or someone who lived in the house before us, is it just a picture on the wall? Is it? Is it? When you finish watching this video, go to a wall and look at a picture. And ask yourself, when was that picture taken? Under what conditions? And your memories will start pouring in. Your memories. So if you have a picture on the wall, let's make it a good one. Let's have good memories or bad memories, whatever. Let's do things. Let's not sit idly by and watch life go by and standing still. Let's do things. Let's record them. Let's remember, put them in memory. The Civil War was a bad memory of people who died. Lots of soldiers. Family against family, brothers against brothers. But the war happened. It did happen. And there were some good things about the war too, besides death. You never know. Things that happen. They were good and bad. So we see a picture of a civil war. And we think about the bad things that happen. What about the good things? History, right? And that's why we take up history. To learn the good and the bad of our past. To learn from our mistakes, hopefully. And to go on with life. So are we just pictures on a wall? Or do we tell a story? Or were there fond memories held up on the wall by a nail or hook? Who knows? Let's make life exciting. Let's do something. Let's take pictures. Let's make memories. Let's tell stories about ourselves and others. Okay? Here's the Wise Hour 2 coming at you from the sea where I live. Have a good and happy new year. Make resolution, make goals, fulfill them, make life exciting, make memories. Okay? And take pictures and take videos of it. Have some memories. Who knows? Some of us may go down in history. I know people who took pictures of themselves when they were younger, and it's historical. In the old days. Lincoln. George Washington. The paintings. Stories. Some stories are tragical, but they're good stories too. It tells us something happened, an event. Lincoln being shot. Good stories about Lincoln, and sad stories about Lincoln. If you saw a picture of Lincoln on the wall, just posing normally with his beard, is it just a picture on the wall of Lincoln? Here's the Wise Hour 2, coming at you from the sea where I live. You have a good year, and understand, are we just pictures on the wall? This is the Wise Hour 2 coming at you from the sea where I live. Over and out, and enjoy your new year. Bye-bye.